In episode 1, we got to see the strength of Erling Haaland as the new transfer of Dortmund, and yet again it wasn't good enough for what we tried to achieve. In the preseason tournament, we didn't get any further than the group stages. Despite our efforts, our team clearly wasn't good enough, and defensively we have had some big issues. Then we decided to bring in a known face for Erling Haaland, a man that is going to cover the bench for us, Hwan Hee-chan. So in the last episode, we got to know the team. In this one, we need to take this team to the next level. We haven't been successful in the preseason, so things had to change. So what did we do? We went into the team itself. We looked at the likes of Emre Can, who has already gone up to an 82 rating, and decided to change the formation to a 4-2-3-1. hoping that it would help us to stop conceding all those goals that we have conceded in that preseason tournament. A very, very disappointing performance, but now it was time to forget about all those issues that we had in the past and to look forward to grabbing that trophy right there at the end of this game. But we were up against the likes of Bayern Munich, the Super Cup final. And of course, it was a battle between Lewandowski and his former team. Could the likes of Hummels, who have played with him and against him, stop him? Obviously, the defense of Bayern Munich, a very strong one as well, with the addition of Odriozola down that right-hand side. Kimmich now moving into the CDM position. A very solid midfield completed with Lewandowski up front and Coutinho down that wing as a loanee from Barcelona. We started off early on though. We wanted to get that goal straight away. The finesse has been saved by Manuel Neuer, though we have to admit that we are coming up against one of the best goalkeepers in the world. And Hummels now coming in with tackles, but Hummels making mistakes as well, straight away losing the ball. And Coutinho is making us suffer. You can see the pain in Akanji's face. He can't even look at Mats Hummels for his mistake, and the coach isn't happy at all. Things needed changing in the second half. Hummels still devastated about the error that he has made in that defense, and Thiago and his boys were up ahead after 45 minutes. We started off well though. Into the second half, started off aggressive, and due to that aggression, we got ourselves a yellow card. And the aggression didn't stop there. We tried to build up our attacks, but Bayern Munich were just as aggressive as we were. They were running down the wings right now with the likes of Goretzka running circles around Guerrero to cross it in into that one man in the middle who clearly is good at scoring goals. Lewandowski steps up and scores the goal for his new team, making us forget the beautiful times that we shared with him on this Dortmund team. But we gotta move on. It's 2-0 down and we're not giving up, boys. 62nd minute, Dortmund down that right hand side of ours. The wings seem to be the main issue. We do get that cross away, but it is Müller coming in with another cross, and Hummels again beaten by Lewandowski, beaten by the strength of this Bayern Munich team. And I started doubting the qualities of this squad. At full time, the Super Cup belongs to Bayern Munich. The players were devastated. A performance to forget. The fans of Dortmund still waving their flags, still proud of their team, but knowing that we are not good enough at this stage. Things needed to improve, and they needed to improve fast. Our team has had a terrible preseason, and straight away in the Super Cup, the dominance of Bayern Munich has been shown straight away. Perisic, for some reason, the captain right here, raising that trophy. He'll be quite happy about that one. But we need to focus on ourselves. We need to move on from that scene to the next. Hummels. Again, I had to talk about him. I talked positively about him in a press conference, but I wasn't happy with the performance of our team. Bayern Munich just were the better team. I had to admit it at that point in a press conference. Now we had a week to make some changes that hopefully would have an impact on our team. And talking about impact, I'm talking about substitutes. The players that are coming off the bench need to have a huge impact onto the game. And for that reason, I needed a new player. So we started negotiating with Bundesliga teams. We are talking to Werder Bremen for the services of Milot Rashica. He's currently worth 24 million. In real life, teams like Liverpool are interested in that man right there, and for that reason we are interested in him as well. 43 million is though what they're asking for, and I'm not willing to pay that much, so we negotiated down to 33 and Werder Bremen accepted. So now it was up to the task of joining into another room and starting the negotiations for the contract. Rashica sadly doesn't have a real face in the game, but that is totally alright. He will probably get it next season once he joins Liverpool, just saying. But the wages that I offered were apparently insulting. He was earning 36,000, I offered 40,000, and he didn't want to join. So I had to move on into the game against Augsburg, and straight away at home with our fans, I felt the energy. I felt like I had to redeem myself at the end of the day, because the team just, it's good, but it's not working at the moment. Things needed to go towards a more positive direction, and for that I need players like Haaland to step up. Now our opponents did have a decent team. They are playing in a 4-2-3-1 type formation, and that is a tough one to break down if your opponent does have a good defensive setup. But we're starting off immediately with incredible dribbling by Jadon Sancho. Immediately he's taking complete control of this game. He's running inside, he's turning back inside and shooting. Sadly, that finish is not good enough. But we knew we had to be relentless, and in that approach we gave out some elbows and we didn't get yellow carded for it. Should have been a red card for Hummels, and Hummels is stepping up his game. You see him being aggressive, you see him stopping crosses, and our opponents are getting their chances as well. And down that wing, after a deflection from our goalkeeper, it's an amazing move to play the ball inside, and Niederlechner scores it for Augsburg. It is an incredible goal, a beautiful, beautiful skill move with the flick up from Augsburg, and we had to create our chance now. Julian Brandt down that right hand side, cuts in, now pushing towards the target, tough angle, but he will score. He will get the equalizer right before half time to get the Dortmund fans riled up for the next half, the second half, where we hopefully take the lead against Augsburg and finally pick up our first victory in this career mode. And Julian Brandt has been really good so far, and we did not stop there, but sadly sometimes building up our attacks, our own players were running into each other, and then Augsburg stepped up again. A corner kick to get them level. 73rd minute. I just couldn't believe it. It's crosses on top of crosses that keep on hurting our defense, and even though we have the likes of Akanji and Mats Hummels who are actually good at heading the ball, we are just not capable of stopping them. And right here, they stopped us. Haaland had a chance, and straight away, Hwan Hee-chan, who got subbed in, had a chance off of a corner, but it just wasn't happening. Then we got a free kick. Rafael Guerreiro stepped up. We conceded one from Napoli, and now we have scored our very own in the 81st minute. Guerreiro scores an incredible strike and runs over to the bench to hug his teammates, as I am already telling the team to set up for the rest of this game. 8 minutes to go to maybe potentially get those 3 points. Now with that goal being scored, the team was motivated, everyone wanted to press on, and we can take another look at that beautiful strike from Guerreiro as he once again shows his incredible technical abilities and scores that one. Beautiful strike, but sadly boys, that was the last celebration of that game. It is 2-2. Augsburg held on to that scoreline, and we did not manage to get the first 3 points of the season in our debut match in the Bundesliga. And again, I was talking in the press conferences, I kept on praising the likes of Hummels, I kept on praising the team, and right now, after that first game, with 1 point, we are in that 6th position, which again doesn't mean anything because it is the first game of the season, but Bayern Munich have made sure that they have won their first game, and take a look at that. 3 of their players are already in the top 5 of the top scorers, and offers were coming in for our players, but I wasn't interested. The only transfer I was interested in was Rashica, and this man has been suggested by you guys in the comments down below as well, so for that reason, thank you very much. We are going after this man once again. This time we have to pay 34 million rather than 33, but this time I would not mess up the wages. Apparently he wanted 62k when I offered him 40k, which was apparently insulting, but this time Rashica has accepted, and for that reason I'm extremely excited because I know for a fact that this man is quality. 4-star, 5'10" tall, incredible pace on this man, and really good shooting abilities as well, which we will hopefully get to see soon enough. So I can't wait to see him make his debut for our team, coming in from Werder Bremen. And now we were up in the next Bundesliga game, the second Bundesliga game of the season. Our team was on decent form. I guess it was a good result to get. I guess the levels of motivation will be very high after that free kick that Guerrero scored. But in the likes of Köln, we're up against an amazing goalkeeper in Timo Horn and a decent midfield right there with the likes of Kainz, who is a talented player, but all Brighton in there, coming in down that right hand side from Leicester City, the man that got an incredible amount of assists in a season where they got themselves the title. And again, the crosses kept flying in, and again we could not stop them. Down those wings, we were just too vulnerable, but we did not give up. Marco Reus in a good spot to take a shot, and he bangs it into the top right corner, bringing us back once again. It is 1-1. Dortmund is back into the mix yet again, but that wasn't enough. I wanted more. I wanted the victory this time. Haaland now on the ball, holding off the defenders pretty well. Marco Reus sees the run of Brandt down that right hand side. Brandt back into Marco Reus, and again he scores. It is 2-1. Dortmund have taken the lead, and that is totally worth a little dance from our captain. He gets shoved down, but he doesn't care. It's all about the celebrations of the fans. We want to make those people happy, and Marco Reus with his 2 goals in here definitely made a lot of people happy. So hopefully we'll continue doing that. And now we were having fun. The likes of Jadon Sancho were starting to skill, and the likes of Mats Hummels came in with last-ditch tackles to stop our opponents from scoring. In the 79th, we tried to get the ball away right here, but yet again an opening has been created, and Akanji sadly isn't as successful as Hummels has been with his slide tackle to stop the shot. This time we could not stop it, and Köln have scored the equalizer. Again, another game where our team was just not getting it done. In the 92nd minute though, I wanted to push on one more time. Hazard and Van Heechan now in the game as substitutes. Those substitutes couldn't actually do anything. The game is over. Once again, only 1 point. 2 Bundesliga games for Dortmund so far. It just isn't working. Hummels did well, but you can clearly tell that Marco Reus is very disappointed. He scored 2 goals and his team still didn't get the victory. The captain wasn't happy, and now things needed to change. We needed to be a little bit more solid defensively, so we changed to a drop back tactic now rather than being a little bit higher up the pitch. And we also changed the instructions on our players. We told our CDMs to stay back while attacking, and we told our fullbacks to stay back as well, because most of the goals that we score, that we concede, are coming in from those wings. And now it was a perfect opportunity for 11th place Dortmund to come up against Subotic and Union Berlin. Subotic, one of the key players in Jurgen Klopp's success at Dortmund back in the day. And now this team was a good one to test our new formation and the new tactics on. So we start off immediately in the 6th minute. Marco Reus with a beautiful finesse that does go ahead and hit the post. Very unlucky right there. We do hit the crossbar actually, and straight away our opponents hit the post as well. Hummels tries to get it away, and it lands in front of the feet of our opponent, who will score. Again, another mistake made by Hummels. He is exceptional in one moment, and abysmal in the other. Things are just not working out the way that they should. 70th minute though. It is Haaland now through shooting. Subotic comes in with a foot, but Jadon Sancho recovers it. Brings it back into the middle. Haaland, another chance, and Haaland will score. It is 1-1. We're back into it once again. Please, this time actually go ahead and win. We need 3 points. We can't go 3 games with 3 draws in the Bundesliga. That is not a thing that I want to do. So I need my team to continue stepping up their game. Jadon Sancho into Axel Witsel with a beautiful pass in behind the lines, and Haaland won't get shoved off the ball. Haaland will shove you off. He's too strong, he's too clinical, and Erling Braut Haaland is taking things to the next level right when we need him. Marco Reus 2 goals in the last game. Haaland coming in with the 2 goals in this one, and he wanted more. Haaland now with the dribbling. Haaland again getting past another defender, playing it into Witsel. Witsel sees an opening in Brandt, and Brandt with the back heel to Haaland, who probably should have taken a shot straight away. But boys, that is a big victory. It's the first one. 2 goals from Haaland after 3 shots, and that just means we do get ourselves the 3 points. Hopefully a lot more victories coming up in the future, but now again in negotiations, we are about to sell Wolf, the man that we recalled from the loan, who I just don't believe is good enough. But sadly, the asking price that we had was a bit too high for our opponent, so they decided to leave the negotiation table. Wolf is still remaining in the squad. Another big offer that just came in is the one for Mario Götze, 19.3 million from AC Milan, but I did not accept that. And talking about transfers, Tolisso to Napoli. Okay, Bayern Munich got rid of one but brought in Carvajal, brought in Wilfried Zaha, and also brought in Martial. And it doesn't end right there. They brought in Heung-min Son. Bayern Munich going absolutely ham in the transfer window. 9 points on them after 3 games. 9 goals scored, 0 conceded. But now it was time for us to play against Leverkusen. Dortmund back at home. A huge game against a very good opponent with extremely talented players. But Kai Havertz doesn't play for this Leverkusen team anymore. He has actually transferred away from the team in this transfer window, it seems, and Amiri takes over his position. But Ilicic has come in as a striker for Leverkusen, an extremely capable player. He can score lots and lots of goals against us if we are not careful. His left foot is lethal, but we started off nicely. Leverkusen trying to slide tackle Brandt, though a little bit too good for them, and Haaland, of course, wanted a piece of this game straight away. Jumped in with a shot right there, and then we tried to get it across one more time, but things didn't work out. And this time we are trying to cover the wings, and again, still we have some issues down that wing. We concede a shot onto the post, and Haaland seemed to be a little bit too motivated, and he picked up a yellow card as we go on to defend in the 34th minute. And right here, boys, I did not know what to do. I could not stop him. Palacios comes in with a strike, scores 1-0. Leverkusen are up once again. The same story that we go through every game at the moment. Our defense not being strong enough, and our opponents just scoring way too easily. And right there it actually hurt, but there goes Marco Reus, and he will not miss from there. It is the equalizer, and we run across from the Dortmund fans over to the Leverkusen fans to celebrate in front of their faces. They are not happy about this right there, but who cares about their feelings? Dortmund fans are ecstatic. They know that we could once again come back into a game and pick up the 3 points. Leverkusen, though, once again down those wings, cutting back inside. Palacios causing me a lot of problems, and Amiri in the middle just waiting for the tap-in. The tap-in is extremely successful right there. Dortmund once again down, once again coming down those wings, cutting in and bringing in a pass to then just tap it in. It is too easy, and hopefully it can be just as easy for us moving forward right now. It is Marco Reus twisting and turning, playing an over-the-top ball to Sancho, who gets that ball just about, cuts in, runs inside. Jadon Sancho past 1, past 2, and he will stop, try and get past another one. He does so, and he finishes it. Jadon Sancho showing his finishing qualities. You would think that this man is all about dribbling and skills, but no, that's not just it. He can do much, much more, and I'm very happy about it, as you can see. And Jadon Sancho just taps the badge. He knows exactly what's going on. Now, Rashica is about to make his debut. He comes into the game to have an impact. Now that it's 2-2, I was expecting him to take over. 78th minute, he gets his first chance, plays it into Hwang Hee-chan. He plays it back into Rashica. He shoots, tries to go near post. It doesn't work out. We didn't think about that chance for too long, because immediately Hwang Hee-chan with another pass into Rashica, and this one is special. He cuts back in, he has the space, and he gets it past the keeper this time. Jonathan Tah covering the shooting lane, and the goalkeeper could not see it. It is Rashica in the 89th minute running across to the coach, hugging him, letting him know, thank you for bringing me into this team, because this is what I do. I deserve to play on this level. Rashica, that's exactly what we were looking for off of that bench, and it seems like Dortmund finally have found the team that can be successful. It is a massive victory, a 3-2 victory against Leverkusen, who played a beautiful game. But despite our defensive issues, we are now on 8 points, 4 points behind Bayern Munich. And Lewandowski is crushing it right now, but Marco Reus is right up there in the 4th position for top scorers. And because of Marco Reus, his exceptional performances, he was the man that was asked to do a lot of interviews, a lot of focus on him. But we are about to focus on the big one. It is the Champions League match against Barcelona to kick us off in this season in Europe. Us against Messi. And that, my beautiful viewers, is going to be happening in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to like the video and subscribe with notifications turned on to make sure that you get to see what happens next. Have a great day, guys. Take care. Peace.